Cue Dave and Ryan in 3, 2, 1.
It's Dave and Ryan's movie review.
Sponsored by the Plan Z Diet.
Welcome back to Dave and Ryan's movie review. And for the movie review this week, we're going to go back and talk about the Adam Sandler movie, Billy Madison. Now, this movie turns 30 years old this month.
Yeah.
And Ryan says he remembers when this movie came out because he was in 5th grade.
Yeah, you were probably like a senior in college.
I could have been, I don't know, 95?
No, you were probably out of college.
I was already well in the workforce.
Yeah, I was going to say, you were probably
according to your
in
standards.
some deadbeat job.
Something. All right. Once again, 1995, rated PG-13, 1 hour, 28 minutes long. God, beautiful runtime on this movie.
Yeah.
Stars Adam Sandler, Bridget Wilson-Sampras, Darren McGavin, Bradley Whitford, the late Norm Macdonald, and the late Chris Farley are in this one.
It's directed by Tamara Davis.
And so the great thing about this movie is you were just humming it a minute ago, the back-to-school thing.
Back to school. Back to school.
Here's the basis of the movie.
Sorry.
Billy Madison is a screw-up. His dad wanted him to take over the company that he owns, which is a big hotel chain. But he figures that Billy can't handle it, so he's going to let Bradley Whitford's character, who is just a terrible human being, take over the company.
Yeah.
And so Billy comes up with the idea that he is going to go back and finish every grade and graduate high school again in, 2 weeks per grade? Is that, I believe, is the correct
I thought it was
terminology.
1 week per grade.
But so he goes back to school, basically, to learn all these things. Breezes through kindergarten, 1st grade, 2nd grade. 3rd grade, hits a roadblock by the name of Miss Veronica Vaughn.
Ooh, Miss Veronica.
So he ends up falling for her, and I think she just feels sorry for him because he's so stupid that she just falls in love with him. Pretty simple.
Yeah, the short term, yeah.
Yeah. And so
This plot was not hard to follow.
it was not at all. Could have been followed by a kid in kindergarten. So she, along the way, Bradley Whitford's character.
Fun fact, the dodgeball scene in this movie was real.
Ooh.
The day it happened, Adam Sandler went to all the parents and told them what was going to happen to have them sign release forms. And so when you see kids crying and running,
They're really crying?
That's real.
Nice.
Because he flung those things at him.
Good job. That's realistic.
Yeah, method acting right there.
Perfect. So Bradley Whitford is realizing that he has a pretty good shot at doing this, so he goes and he blackmails the principal of the elementary school because he was a wrestler named the Revolting Blob.
And he killed someone on accident.
And he killed somebody on accident. And so then it comes down to a one-day, academic decathlon, they call it.
Yep.
And
you got to remember, he apologized to people he bullied in high school, too.
that's true. He had to go back.
Plays a part.
Yes, Steve Buscemi.
Yep.
Had to go back and apologize to Steve Buscemi because he treated him like garbage in high school.
And he marks his name off his kill list.
His kill list.
And ends up saving him in the end.
He does. And so this is it's a good movie. I like this one.
Yeah, it's definitely not a movie that's going to make you think a lot. Just sit back. If you're looking for a laugh, you'll laugh.
And this
if you
one,
like the Adam Sandler type of comedy.
I was going to say, this one came out in that string there was Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore and The Wedding Singer. They all kind of came out. And if I had to guess, I'd say it's probably about a 10-year period. They all kind of came out together.
Yeah. I also
was Big Daddy in there?
Daddy,
yeah. So Adam Sandler, and we're going to talk more about Adam Sandler movies coming up in just a moment. But this one was a lot of fun. It was, and it kind of makes you go back and remember, that everybody is a screw up at certain points in their life, but they can turn things around. And at the end of the movie, he decides that he is not going to take over the company. He lets Carl do it, and he's going to go back to school to be a teacher. So happy ending for everyone.
Happy ending.
I love this movie. This one, yes, is a certified remote dropper for me.
Oh, certified.
I will watch this one if it's on.
Remote.
I will watch this one if it's on because I love this one. This one and Happy Gilmore, probably two of my favorite Adam Sandler movies. Really.
Yeah. Have you ever seen his first movie?
Which one?
It's not Overboard, but it's something like that. Basically, he plays the this Billy Madison type of character on a yacht with his parents' money. Basically, I don't remember what the name of it was.
I have to go back and look that up.
Yeah, but it was like one of his. Sure. It did like horrible.
Well, I'm sure it did, but now he's got multi-million-dollar deals with Netflix and everything.
Yeah, and they're just pumping out some good things, some garbage.
And he's just,
going overboard is what it's called.
Okay, and then he's just making movies with Jennifer Aniston.
Well, yeah, wouldn't you?
Yeah. That's a funny story between those two. Because they knew each other growing up. And to hear him tell the story, she had tried out for Saturday Night Live, and she was going to get signed to be on Saturday Night Live with Adam Sandler, and he was very excited and everything. And Sandler says, I went in to talk to Lauren Michaels, and Lauren's like, we lost Jennifer Aniston. She's going to go and be on this show that they're just starting. They're filming a pilot for it about her and 5 of her friends that just live in New York City, and hopefully it works out for her.
I think she did all right.
That was Friends, for those of you that don't know.
I think she made the right call.
She did okay. Just because she can't, make a relationship work. I could make a relationship work, Jen. I'm just saying. I could make it work.
Aren't you married?
That's beside the point.
Sounds like you're throwing a dagger in your relationship.
All right. Well, my wife knows. She gets it. So, since this is a review, I'm going to give this one, I'm going to say 4 popcorn buckets out of 5. I like this movie that much. It's a lot of fun.
4?
4.
Yeah. It's not my favorite Adam Sandler movie, but it's still a pretty good one. I'm going to have to give this one 3.5.
All right. So, go see this one. It's out there. You could find it for next to nothing, I'm sure. But Billy Madison, once again, celebrating its 30th anniversary this month. And it's out there. You can find it. All right, now we talked about Billy Madison, so that's one that's off the list. But Adam Sandler has a bunch of other movies that are really, really great. And I want to get into some of the comedies, but I also want to talk about some of his more serious roles.
Okay.
Because he's one of those actors that really does great in anything. Unless the scripts are bad. Unless the scripts are bad.
We talk about it.
But he's a pretty good actor. Let's just put it that way. All right, so that's coming up. Adam Sandler movies on Dave and Ryan's Movie Review, brought to you by the Plan Z Diet.